This is episode 8 of the Napoleon Hill Inspired Lessons Series, and today we are talking about one of the most misunderstood forces in personal success, faith and belief. Not religious faith, not blind hope, but the kind of belief that shapes behavior, decisions, and outcomes long before results appear. Napoleon Hill taught that faith is a state of mind created by repeated thought, emotional intensity, and unwavering focus. In other words, belief is not something you wait for, it is something you build. Most people believe faith comes after success, but Hill showed the opposite. Faith must come first, or success never arrives. Without belief, effort collapses. Without belief, discipline fades. Without belief, people quit the moment results slow down. Faith is what keeps you moving when there is no evidence yet. It is what allows you to take action when logic says wait. It is what gives you emotional stability when circumstances are uncertain. Most people fail not because they lack talent or opportunity, but because their belief system is weak, inconsistent, and reactive. They believe when things are going well and doubt when things get hard. That is not faith. That is emotional dependence. Real belief does not change with circumstances. It remains fixed while everything else moves around it. Hill studied the most successful individuals of his time and found that they shared one thing in common, an inner conviction so strong that doubt had no place to live. They acted as if their success was inevitable, even when the world saw no proof. This is the power of belief. It is not about pretending. It is about conditioning your mind to accept a future outcome as already decided. When belief becomes dominant, behavior aligns automatically. You stop hesitating. You stop asking for permission. You stop shrinking. Faith changes the way you speak, the way you move, the way you respond to pressure. It becomes the internal engine behind courage, persistence, and focus. Without faith, the mind looks for reasons to quit. With faith, the mind looks for ways forward. This is why Hill placed faith at the core of achievement, not as a feeling, but as a mental posture, a decision to trust your vision even when results are delayed, a refusal to let fear override intention. Faith is not passive. It is aggressive certainty, and once it is built, it becomes one of the most powerful forces a human being can possess. How belief is built. Belief does not appear by accident. It is programmed through repetition. Napoleon Hill was very clear about this. Whatever the mind repeatedly thinks about, especially with emotion, becomes accepted as truth. This is why most people are unconsciously programmed for limitation. They repeat thoughts of doubt, fear, scarcity, and comparison every day. Over time, those thoughts become beliefs, and beliefs shape identity. Identity shapes behavior. Behavior shapes results. That is the chain. Faith works the same way, but in the opposite direction. When you repeatedly think thoughts of capability, certainty, and purpose, your subconscious begins to accept them as facts. At first, it feels unnatural. You may not believe the belief yet. That's normal. Faith begins as a decision, not a feeling. You decide what you will believe before it feels comfortable. You repeat it. You visualize it. You emotionally associate yourself with it. Over time, belief becomes automatic. This is why Hill emphasized autosuggestion, not as magic words, but as mental conditioning. Your mind does not argue with repetition. It absorbs it. The thoughts you rehearse internally become the instructions your subconscious follows. That is why belief is stronger than willpower. Willpower requires effort. Belief creates alignment. When you believe something deeply, you don't need motivation. Action feels natural. Discipline becomes easier. Fear loses its authority. Faith also reshapes identity. You stop seeing yourself as someone trying to succeed and start seeing yourself as someone who expects success. This subtle shift changes everything. You begin to act in ways that confirm your belief. You take opportunities more seriously. You prepare more thoroughly. You recover faster from setbacks. Faith does not remove obstacles. It changes how you interpret them. Instead of seeing problems as proof that you are failing, you see them as part of the process. That interpretation keeps momentum alive. Most people lose momentum not because the problem is too big, but because their belief collapses under pressure. Strong belief acts as emotional insulation. It protects your direction when results are slow. It allows you to remain consistent when motivation fades, and consistency is what compounds into achievement. Faith is not loud. It does not seek validation. It does not argue. It simply persists. It stays focused on the vision while the world is distracted by appearances. When belief is properly conditioned, doubt becomes a temporary thought instead of a controlling force. That is the difference between people who drift and people who build. Belief stabilizes direction, and direction sustained over time creates results that look extraordinary to outsiders but feel inevitable to the person who held the belief long enough. Faith under pressure. Why most people lose it. Faith is easy when things are going well. The real test comes under pressure. Napoleon Hill understood this deeply. He observed that most people abandon belief the moment results, delay, or resistance appears. They mistake delay for denial. They interpret difficulty as failure. This is where belief collapses for the majority. Faith requires the ability to remain mentally steady when circumstances are unstable. That is rare. Most minds are reactive. They adjust belief based on external feedback. Praise increases belief, criticism reduces it. Progress strengthens it. Delay weakens it. This dependency keeps people stuck. True belief does not move with conditions. It holds its position while conditions shift. That is why Hill associated faith with courage. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the refusal to let fear dictate behavior. Faith works the same way. It does not eliminate doubt. It overrides it. Under pressure, belief becomes a choice you must recommit to daily, some days hourly. When results are invisible, belief must become internal proof. You must rely on your vision instead of your environment. This is where most people quit, not because they are incapable, but because they never trained belief as a discipline. They expected belief to sustain itself. It doesn't. Faith must be fed through repetition, through mental imagery, through selective focus, through controlling what you allow into your mental space. The world constantly feeds doubt. News, opinions, comparison, and negativity all weaken belief if left unchecked. Strong belief requires mental boundaries. You must guard your inputs, what you listen to, who you listen to, what ideas you entertain. Faith is fragile in the beginning. It must be protected until it becomes strong. This is why Hill emphasized environment, not just physical but mental. The people around you, the content you consume, the conversations you engage in, these either reinforce belief or erode it. Faith under pressure is what separates those who temporarily try from those who permanently build. When belief remains intact during uncertainty, persistence follows naturally. You keep moving, you keep refining, you keep showing up, and eventually results catch up. To the outside world, it looks like confidence. In reality, it is disciplined belief under pressure. Faith is not about ignoring reality. It is about interpreting reality through intention instead of fear. Pressure does not mean stop. Resistance does not mean quit. Delay does not mean fail. Faith redefines these experiences as part of the path instead of proof against it. That mental reframing is what allows long-term success to exist at all. How to strengthen faith daily. Practical application. Faith and belief are not abstract concepts. They are daily practices. Napoleon Hill taught that belief strengthens through consistent mental habits. The first habit is controlled thought. You must actively choose what thoughts you allow to repeat. If a thought weakens confidence, it must be replaced immediately, not later, immediately. Faith understands that the subconscious accepts repetition, not logic. The second habit is emotional visualization. You must see yourself achieving your desired outcome regularly and emotionally, not as a fantasy, but as rehearsal. The mind does not distinguish vividly imagined experiences from real ones. This is why athletes visualize performance. It builds belief at the neurological level. The third habit is identity alignment. You must begin thinking, speaking, and acting as the person you intend to become, not arrogantly, calmly, quietly, consistently. Faith grows when behavior matches belief. Even small actions reinforce identity. The fourth habit is selective focus. Faith cannot survive in a mental environment filled with distraction, negativity, and constant comparison. You must reduce noise. Faith thrives in clarity. The fifth habit is persistence without emotional attachment to timing. Faith accepts that results may take longer than expected, but never doubts that they will come. This emotional patience keeps belief stable. Over time, belief becomes self-sustaining. You stop needing reminders. You stop needing motivation. Faith becomes your default setting. At that point, fear no longer controls your decisions. Doubt no longer dictates your pace. You move with quiet confidence. You execute without panic. You recover quickly from setbacks. Faith transforms the internal experience of effort. What once felt heavy begins to feel natural. That is the reward of disciplined belief. This episode is not about blind optimism. It is about intentional mental construction. Faith is built the same way success is built, deliberately, consistently, and internally first. When belief is strong, action becomes inevitable. And when action is consistent, results are unavoidable. Faith is not magic. It is alignment. Alignment between thought, emotion, identity, and behavior. When those elements work together, progress accelerates. This is why Napoleon Hill placed faith at the center of achievement. Without it, nothing holds. With it, everything compounds.